What you got there?
This is a cauldron, but also known as a kettle. And today, our folk tale is from those wise men of Gotham. A very funny tale indeed, and a jocular tale, and revolved around a man and a wife, a husband and wife.
You know, if we ever go to Gotham, we're going to have to go in disguise, mate.
But we're going as Vikings. I've promised already the channel we're doing a village tour.
Yeah.
Now, many seasons and summers ago, in the medieval times, in the village of Gotham, there lived a man, and he was married, and he had a small farmstead just outside of the village, and he had a little bit of coin, but he wasn't a wealthy man. And one day, when his wife was going on at him, his wife, about buying a cauldron.
I think you ought to buy a kettle. We need one. Come on, wake up, you fool. I'm talking to you. Come on.
And so, the man, the husband of the house, kept on being nagged at by his wife.
Isn't it about time you got the turnips in? Get a kettle. You can't boil food without a kettle, you fool.
They needed a new kettle, for their old kettle was very rusty and was leaking, and no matter what they tried, they could not repair it. So, on a Saturday, on the day of market day, in the town of Nottingham, the man, the farmer, decided he was going to walk to market.
I'm going to walk to market, my dear. Well, you better hurry up, otherwise it's going to get dark. Get a kettle!
Indeed, he must not forget to go and buy a kettle. And he walked all day. In fact, he walked all morning, and he was complaining about his feet aching.
Oh, my feet, they feel so hard.
He had some very poor shoes.
I got some very poor shoes.
And when he reached the market, well, being a man, what did he do? He decided to go and not buy a kettle straight away, but go to the mead hall. And this is what he did.
On of mead, please. Thank you. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, indeed, and he loved the mead. And the mead was cheap that day. And then he remembered something, that what he had to do.
Right, great. Golden, I've got to buy a kettle, otherwise she's going to nag me.
Oh dear, if he didn't buy a kettle, he would be in trouble. In fact, we could even say he would be in the doghouse.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you don't want to be in the doghouse, do you?
I'd rather be with the dog than the wife, if I'm being honest.
Well, fair enough.
Woof, down you fall.
And he went round the market, and he talked to a few storeholders until he found this very old storeholder. He was a bit of a skinflint with a big white beard, and they haggled over a cauldron like this.
It's a very good cauldron. It costs you 30
But I'm not paying 30 pennies, oh, you must. I'd better get something. I'll tell you what, I give you 15.
15, my life. I've got to earn a living. All right, we compromise. Beer is a shoe.
20. Okay, here you go. 20. That's a very expensive kettle. Come on.
Indeed. And the man, he started carrying the kettle.
I've got a horn in my hand.
Well, he had a horn in the hand at the time, so he couldn't whilst he was drinking mead. But after he drank the mead, he decided that, well, he'd best start going back, for it will soon be dusk. And he didn't want to get in trouble with the wife, the whiff, at home for being late.
She's terrible to get the wrong side, and my poor feet are barking. Come on, Cobra.
And there his wife at home moaning about him. Where is he?
Where's he got to? The horrid little man. I'm coming.
As all women thought, I bet he was in the mead hall.
Sexist.
And well, he continued walking until he came to that old bridge.
Hello, old bridge.
And it had a humpback bridge, it was.
Yeah, humpback bridge, yeah.
And he was getting very tired. The cauldron was very heavy.
Oh, this cauldron's weighing me down.
Oh, it's down, very heavy.
My poor feet, my back, my arms, my head. Oh, my goodness me.
So he decided to put the cauldron down.
There you go.
And sit on the wall.
Oh, that's better. My dog's barking. Oh, get up.
Being careful not to fall in the water.
Yeah, Jim's fallen in the water.
And then he noticed something about the kettle. He looked at it and he saw that unlike this kettle, which didn't have legs, this kettle had 3 legs.
Hang on. You got 3 legs, I've only got 2. And I'm doing the walking. You should be doing the walking.
So he said to the kettle, you should walk home.
I just said that.
And he told him the kettle, the cauldron where he lived. I live in that old farmhouse. The one with the rackety door.
And the nagging wife.
Yeah, shaking a fist. Where are you? He left the cauldron there. To walk back.
Look, I'm going to leave you here with your 3 feet. I'll go home and you follow me, all right, cauldron?
And as he walked away, he turned round and waved at the cauldron.
Yoo-hoo.
Bye, cauldron! And then he got back home to his longhouse's wife.
Hello, darling.
And she was not happy.
Where's the cauldron, you fool? I sent you out all morning, and now you come back with it yourself, you smell of mead. Ah.
She was not very happy indeed. She was very angry as you just heard her shout. And the man explained that he was walking home with the cauldron, and the cauldron got heavier and heavier and heavier until he came to that old bridge which he said hello to.
You don't know what it's like to be a man. I have been walking all day, my feet were killing me. That cauldron's got 3 feet, I've only got 2. So I left it by the bridge so that it could find its way back home to me.
Yes.
See, I'm not stupid after all.
And there he was, expecting the cauldron to walk back. It's a long way to Nottingham, 10 leagues there and 10 back. That is a long way for an old Viking to walk with a cauldron.
Certainly is.
And his wife was not very happy. She slammed the door and she stormed out of the house to look for the cauldron.
I don't know, I should never have married that fool. I don't know. Where am I going?
And that is the end of the tale. And I assume that the old lady
Hang on, I've got to pick the cauldron up.
got the cauldron
Yes.
and brought it back home and found it.
The cauldron's got to speak because it's only said on the website.
Oh, it's got a line, this cauldron.
Yes.
Hi, I'm the Cauldron. I've had a very small part in this film. If any agents who want to hire a kettle, please contact us at Northworthy Sagas and Stories.
Indeed.
I also do hairdressing. So, cauldrons are us, okay?
It also makes noises.
Stop that noise, you silly cauldron. You've got a pick of lead in there, haven't you?
Hey, you can have that. That's your silver payment for the day.
Look at that.
That's your wages.
Not so much an ingot as a snot.
Well, put it
Okay.
back in there. We'll send it back to Nottingham.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the end of this tale. We do hope you like it. And until the next time, we
Bye.
strangely meet again on this channel. It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from the cauldron.
Goodbye, Cauldron.
Goodbye.
Thank you for taking part in this fabulous tale.
Hi there, it's Egil Thorsson and it's story time. Once again we go to that lovely place in the country called Gotham, and many stories have been said about them, and it's not really that they're being obnoxious, it's just a laugh, and I think the people of Gotham appreciate it. And today we're doing a story called The Kettle That Wouldn't Walk. Kettle is a Viking word, and in the past they would have 3 legs on them. This one doesn't. I'm going to put it down. There we go. I'll put that down there because it's making a noise, and I'm the only one who's making a noise in this. So Gotham, it's just outside Nottingham, and many stories have been told. In fact, we've told 1 or 2. But the kettle that wouldn't walk. Many years ago, about the time the Viking raids had stopped and had settled down, the people of Gotham were getting on with what people did in those days: farming, trading, living, dying, being born. And this man called Jim, his wife said,
I want a new kettle. This one's got a hole in it.
"Can't we repair it?"
No, it's gone. I'm sick of you. Go and get that kettle. They sell them in Nottingham.
"All right, me duck, I'll see you." And off went the man, along the road, through the forest. A fox came out to look at him, thought, "Oh no, somebody from Gotham, I'd best be on my way." And then, as he walked along, past ploughed fields where some farmer was ploughing with his oxen, walking along, he saw an owl up in the tree. Thought, oh, an owl in a tree. Yeah, all right. He crossed over a stream, and as he walked along, the sun shone down. He walked along till he saw the bright lights of Nottingham. Well, it wasn't bright lights, it was daylight, but there was Nottingham. Now, not long apart from that, it used to be two little villages, one called Snotter and the other called Hammer. They joined together to form Snottinghammer, Nottingham, for those of you who would like to know. So, I wasn't being rude. Down into the marketplace he trogged, and there all people were, buy my apples! If you want a basket, I'm your man. Cabbages, cabbages, potatoes. Oh, they didn't have potatoes, but you know, those kind of cries. Barley, barley. Who wants bread? Who wants? It was deafening. And Jim walked along and thought, oh, beads. I better buy some. See if my missus will cheer up. Not really, but there you go. He bought some beads, put them in his pouch. But he was on a bigger mission. He had to buy a cauldron with 3 legs. And he went through, he could buy nails, he could buy a saw, he could buy an adze, even a bell. And he thought, I could put that on my pussycat if I could catch it. But he couldn't, so he didn't. Until he came and saw the most beautiful 3-legged kettle he had ever seen. How much is that? Ooh, gold piece? No, I'm not paying for that. About silver penny. Oh, come on, man says, I've got to make a living. Look, about 3. 1.5 silver pennies. All right, 1.5 silver pennies it is. I think it's expensive. And he paid, and he carried this kettle. Now, one thing you'll notice about that deal, so I dovetail that in, is we talked about 1.5 silver pennies. Now, standard, ordinary, as the name would infer, a silver penny. So, half a penny, you cut it in half. For a farthing or a fourthing, you cut it, the half in half. Hence, you have crosses on a lot of pennies, so you're able as a guideline. So, there you go. The day was hot, and the man walked along carrying this kettle. And it was heavy. These aren't light. And as he walked along, this kettle, oh, it's slim and heavy. I won't mind, but it's got 3 legs. I've only got 2. And he carried it along, and he was grumping through the forest. It was a bit cooler in the forest because of the trees. And as he sat there, a squirrel talked to his mate. Yeah, I see old Grumpy's back, moaning about that kettle. I know, he's always the same. And the man walked through, and he came to the stream, the water. And he put the kettle down. Splash! Jim's fallen in the water, said the squirrel. And now I can see it. And he cooled down a bit. But the cool water put an idea in his head, and that's not good if you come from Gotham, mate, trust me. It's best to just go with the flow. I know, he said. I don't know, I never thought of this before. It's perfectly logical and simple. What's that? He said to himself. He's got a bit of a split personality. That kettle's got 3 legs. I've got 2. It should carry me. So he put down the kettle, sat in it, and waited. I've got all the time in the world. The kettle didn't answer. Come on, move it. The kettle didn't move. Oh, I get it, said the man. I'm obviously too heavy for it. Okay, kettle, I'll make my way home. You follow me. And off he went, whistling away. And he thought he was quite a clever spark. And he came to his house. Jim, where's my kettle? Oh, it's coming along later. It's got 3 legs. I've only got 2. And I thought, well, you know, it'll make its way. What? the kettle will make it, I don't know how to make it easier for you, my dear. The kettle will walk on its own. It's got 3 legs, I've got 2. Oh, why did I marry you? You're so stupid. So, Ingrid? Yes, Mum. Your dad's crazy. I want you to go along the road to Nottingham and pick up that kettle, all right? Yes, Mummy dear. You're not getting any tea tonight. Oh, great, said Jim. That's fantastic. Anyway, he went out back and he got a loaf hidden because he'd had this happen before. And out went Ingrid. She found the kettle, picked it up and carried it back. His dad came out when Ingrid turned up and said, "Why'd you go and pick that kettle up?" "Well, like you said, Daddy, it could walk here, but it could equally just walk back to Nottingham, so I thought I'd get it before it decided on that." "Makes sense, my dear," said the dad. "I'm so glad I have an intelligent daughter." And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the 3-legged kettle got to Gotham. Now, I hope you enjoy that story. I enjoyed telling it. If you'd like to subscribe, press the old bar and bell. Maybe you'd like to leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your views, any ideas you may have, because as I've said before, and I'll say it again, I think Bragi agrees with me, it's as much your channel as ours. And we are guided by what you think and say. And it's always nice to connect with you. So all you got to do is press #fairytales or folktales and we'll get back to you. It does take time. Please be patient. So till the next story, I will bid you a fond farewell and just say stay safe and make the world a happier place. Bye.
Anyway, that's the end of this tale. We do hope you like it. And until the next time, we strangely meet again on this channel. It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from the cauldron.
Goodbye, Cauldron. Thank
Goodbye.
you for taking part in this fabulous tale.